In SwiftUI, NavigationLink handles navigation between views, but lacks a built-in onDismiss callback to execute actions when the destination view is popped off the stack. This can be limiting if you need to perform cleanup or trigger events when a view is dismissed. In this video, I'll show you how to create a custom solution that adds an onDismiss callback to NavigationLink, allowing you to easily manage actions when the navigation completes. Make sure to check out SwiftUI Camp, where you can learn SwiftUI in 4 weeks, because in there you will learn even more about navigation. An 80% discount link is down in the description for the first 5 students. So, what are we going to do today? Well, actually I want to create a navigation link with an onDismiss view modifier. You know, we have the sheet right over here with the onDismiss view modifier. That's already in there in SwiftUI, but we don't have anything like that for navigation. In the previous video, go ahead and check it out. We have created a navigation sheet with a destination, a label, and an onDismiss. I want to create the exact same thing for the navigation. I want to have an onDismiss right over here. Now, if you haven't taken a look at the previous episode, you don't have to. We are going to take it from scratch. But yeah, that's the whole premise. We have the navigation sheet that we have built in the previous video with an onDismiss. I also want to have something like that for the navigation link with an onDismiss. I'm going to call it navigation push. So, there are 2 steps right over here. First of all, we need to create some sort of view modifier for navigating with, navigation link style when we are pushing. And then we want to create the actual view, like the navigation sheet we have over here. We are going to create the navigation push. Okay, so long story short, let's get into coding for having a navigation push with an onDismiss. Okay. So I'm just going to take a look at what we have created previously. Let me just remove this part. We have this navigation sheet. It's a view. We have the private is presented. It's going to be toggled by the button. And then we have this sheet, which is presenting the destination right over here, which is a view builder. So we might have any type of view in there. We also have the label and the onDismiss. This is really important in this particular case. So what I'm going to do, because there's a lot of code that we are going to reuse, I'm going to copy this out and then paste it in there, and let's have that navigation push. Okay, so yeah, we just changed the name. It's still a sheet, but we don't want a sheet. We want to have actually a navigation, when we are pushing views. Now, how can we actually do that? Well, we actually want to set up the .navigation destination for item and is presented what we are having. Of course, we are going to use the one with the is presented because we do have also our binding right over here. So let's just bind that $sign is presented, and the destination, of course, will be our destination. Now, with a small destination. There we go. Now, let's see how that looks like. Let me just scroll all the way up, and then I'm going to create a navigation push with the destination and label and onDismiss. Let's see that. So, destination would be our destination view. The label, let's just have a simple text of push, and then the onDismiss, let's print out dismissed link, because this is a navigation link. So let's see it now. Let's tap on push. Okay, let's see if anything goes up over here. Let's go back. Of course it doesn't, but the navigation actually works, which is really, really nice. But we didn't do much because the navigate with destination with the navigation link does the same thing. SwiftUI Camp is the best way to skyrocket your SwiftUI knowledge, because in just 4 weeks, you'll gain a hands-on experience with key concepts like views, data handling, codable, and navigation. Delivered through interactive Zoom meetings, this bootcamp ensures personalized guidance and real-time feedback, helping you master SwiftUI quickly and effectively. It's the perfect opportunity to fast-track your development skills and build professional level iOS apps with confidence, check out the link in the description. So now let's connect it all together. Let's have this onDismiss set up. Okay. What we need to do is to have just a little bit of hack. You know, we created this destination right over here instead of the sheet. Let me also remove that. Let's just have this on change of, and we are going to use the one with is presented, on change of is presented, and then we are going to have some actions. We don't care about the old value, we just care about the new value. Now, is presented, remember, is just being toggled whenever we are tapping on that button or not. So it's either true or false. Also, it is accessing the navigation destination. That's how it's triggering the destination. Therefore, when this is presented, when the destination is dismissed, the is presented is set back to false. So if not new value, meaning that the is presented is false, then we want to trigger the onDismiss. onDismiss. Question mark, 2 parentheses. And that's it. That's the whole trick to it. Of course, please stay tuned to the end of the video because there's even more. But let's just check it out. Let's just click on push over here. Let me just bring up the console. And then clicking on back, we'll say dismiss navigation link. It just printed out. Now, this is fine and dandy. We did achieve what we wanted. We have the navigation link right over here without the onDismiss. And we have this navigation push with an onDismiss. Now, if you take a look at the previous video, we had this sheet also. Let me just name this navigation sheet. We had this sheet, and this one also has an onDismiss. And maybe I want to have an also likewise with a link, you know, with an onDismiss and all of that stuff. Maybe I like these view modifiers. It's your choice. So let me just do that for you too. So what we're going to do is actually create a custom view modifier with this logic inside. So let's do that. We are going to create a view modifier. There we go. And let's just call this navigation link view modifier. Okay, I'm going to remove the extra stuff what we don't need right over here, and then let's just see what do we actually need right over here. Well, I'm just going to copy this out because basically this is the whole logic. We need the destination, we need an is presented, we need an onDismiss. Of course, we don't need the label because that's provided by the button that you are going to put this view modifier onto. So we need an is presented. We need to bind it, of course, because, you know, we need to control it with the button. Therefore, it needs to be binded into this view modifier. So add binding var is presented of type Boolean. So now this is fine. Then we need the destination. Same thing. With the destination that we have right over here. Let's just have that. Let me just paste it in. And I'm going to remove the private because now all of the properties need to be available. Of course, we need to have the destination as a view. Let me just copy that again and paste it in. And finally, we need the onDismiss. Let's just copy that out and just paste it in there. So now everything should work. We have our custom view modifier. Let's create an extension on the view so we can use it easily. So extension view, and let's see navigation link, destination is presented. I'm just going to go forward with this. Let's just see if it's going to suggest me the correct one. So we don't need the public, and then we just say modifier, and then navigation link view modifier, and let's just pass along everything. Now let me double check. Is presented? Yes, is presented. That's set up correctly. Then we need the destination. That's our destination. The destination is set up correctly again, and then onDismiss. onDismiss, that's set up also correctly. Default value should be nil. We don't need the label. Let me just remove the label. Yeah, auto-completion is fine, but you have to be careful. Let me just hit Control-I so we can indent all of this, and we have is presented the destination and onDismiss. Maybe let's just do this on a new line so you could see it better. There we go. Okay, so now let's use it. Let's create that custom button that we want. So let's just have it right over here. So a button with a title and action, and I would just say push from modifier. Okay, and then the action, well, we need to have a separate state variable. Is destination view presented? Well, is destination presented? Let's just call it is destination presented, and we are going to toggle it. So toggle. Now about the view modifier that we have created, the dot link. Sorry, let's just see what we have over here. Not navigation link. Let's just call it link because navigation link is already occupied. Let it be just link. And it's a little bit shorter. It's much nicer. So let's just have dot link. And there we go. Is presented with the destination and optionally an onDismiss. Let's just use the onDismiss too. So $ is destination presented. Destination goes for our destination view, and onDismiss, let's just print out dismissed navigation link from modifier, not form, but from. There we go. So let's see it. We want to tap on this push from modifier. It works exactly as we planned. Now let's see if we get that dismiss navigation from modifier. Really nice. Now all of this is covered and much more in SwiftUI Camp. Go ahead and check out SwiftUI Camp. The discount link for an 80% off is down in the description.